everybody, Rabbit here. Today I'm at the Queen's Book Festival outside Kaufman Astoria Studios in Astoria. And I'm here today with my friend Andrea Bejarano.
Thank you.
Right? And she's an author of children's books featuring one of my very best things in the whole wide world. And you know what that is? You do.
Carousels.
Yay! That's right. You write stories about carousels.
I do.
Yes.
You know why?
Why?
Because Einstein taught me knowledge will get you from A to Z, but imagination will get you everywhere else. So my books not only get children back to reading, but we open their imagination so they can really soar.
Thank you very much.
Einstein taught you that?
Yep, he's an amazing scientist.
Gee, all I learned from Einstein that's that it's all relatives.
Ha ha ha.
Like aunts, uncles, mommies, daddies.
Ha ha ha. E equals MC squared. Through the invisible, we heal the visible.
Ah,
So we have to open the door to imagination.
and energy equals mass times the speed of light squared.
That's exactly right.
Yes. So, anyways, you know I am a big fan of carousels, and you know you read my magazine called every monthly in Carousel and Automatic Music News, and let's see now, your favorite carousel is Nunley's Carousel, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where I grew up. I rode it my whole life, and I fell in love with the horse. I named her Rosebud. She's a palomino,
Yeah.
decorated with pink and red roses.
Yes, I know
and
Rosebud.
She was the key that opened my door to my imagination.
Yeah.
So I can teach many, many children the joys and fun of the carousel.
You must have loved horses as a little kid too,
Always.
right?
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
do. I still am a little kid.
Yeah, well, I love horses too. In fact, I could never ride real horses very much when I was an itty bitty buddy. That's how I got to ride carousels first.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's right. You know. And now, Nunley's is your favorite carousel. Now, Nunley's Carousel is out in Nassau County, but we're here in New York City. Are you aware that New York City is really a city of carousels today?
Yes, they're all over.
Right. You know how many carousels New York City has?
I would guess maybe 5.
No. I mean, today, how many carousels New York City has? I mean, of all kinds.
Well, let you name them and I'll count them. Go ahead.
Okay. Central Park,
1,
Prospect Park,
2, Bryant
Coney
Park,
Island B&B,
Coney Island 3,
Flushing Meadows Corona Park,
4,
Forest Park,
5,
Brooklyn Bridge Park,
6, Bryant Park,
Bryant Park, yes.
7,
Yeah, right. Sea Glass,
Sea Glass,
Bronx Zoo,
9,
Riverbank State Park,
10,
Pier 62, 3 or 4, or something like one of those numbers, Willowbrook Park,
12,
Staten Island Zoo,
13,
and then there's one more. It's not a classic, but I count it. Dino's Wonder Wheel Park.
14 carousels.
That's right,
in New York.
14.
That's amazing.
That's better than a baker's dozen.
It sure is. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit, for
Yeah.
letting me know that.
That's right. So now you got to visit every single one of them.
We could do it together.
Oh yes, that would be nice. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm glad to see that you're engaged in authoring children's books about carousels. Because I collect children's books about carousels.
I know.
There were quite a few years ago, and that genre seemed to have dried up a bit. So I'm glad to see you're bringing it back to life again.
Yeah, it's such a wonderful venue to open up kids' imagination. Because let's be real, the horses are real.
That's
They're
right.
alive.
Yes, they are.
In my first book, it's a true story. It's the story of how I fell in love with carousels because every Saturday, my dad would take all my 6 brothers and sisters and I to Nunley's Carousel. And we would ride, I would always ride Rosebud, my brother Blackberry, but my other brothers and sisters would ride the go-karts and the Ferris wheel. But that's where I fell in love with my horse.
That's right. Nunley's was actually an amusement park.
That's right.
It was on Sunrise Highway in the village of Baldwin, right across the street from the Long Island Railroad Station in Baldwin.
Easy to get to.
That's right. That's how I used to get there. Now it takes me a little. I have to go one further stop on the train and then transfer to a bus. That's true.
Well, it's on Museum Row now.
That's right.
We have the Cradle of Aviation. We have the Firefighters Museum.
Yes.
Nunley's Carousel.
Yes.
and the Children's Museum.
That's right. What? All in a row. Maybe that's why they call it a row.
Exactly.
Now, so hey, so you have quite a bunch of stories here, and I know you even have one about a hippocampus, which is rather new.
Yes, I do.
Right. I mean, I always thought a hippocampus was part of the anatomy somewhere.
It is. It's
Brain.
actually part of the brain that opens up your imagination and turns on your intuition.
Yeah.
But on a carousel, a hippocampus has the head of a dragon and the bottom of a seahorse.
Wow.
But you see, most kids get attracted to ride the usual carousel animals. Rabbits, zebras, horses, and some children are...
Even rabbits.
Even rabbits. Yes, you're right. But some kids are afraid of hippocampuses because some of them have horns or they have jagged teeth, but they don't know that they're really cute and friendly animals.
That's true, yes.
It's not their fault that the carver made them look like that.
No, they're mythological.
Exactly. So in this particular book, a boy named Robbie was put on the back of Happy the Hippocampus, and he was so happy because normally kids just don't ride him. But this particular day, a boy rode him, and he touched his face up and down, and he knew that he was a friendly good guy. He wasn't scary like the other kids told him, and he loved him so much. He rode on Happy the Hippocampus all afternoon. Happy was thrilled.
Wow, really was happy.
Yeah, and he slept so well that night because somebody loved him. But what Happy didn't know was that Robbie was blind. And he taught all the other children how to see with his heart, that no one should be judged by the way they look, that people are good inside, and that's the truth that we have to see.
Thank you very much.
See with your fingers, see with your touch, see with your heart.
That's right. So it's a wonderful book to change the way people see everyday life.
Happy the Hippocampus. But certainly not the same as a college campus.
That's true. That's true. And that book is actually written by my girlfriend, Elaine Peacock, and she wanted to publish so much, and I said I wanted to help her because Rosebud, Apache, Forsythia, all of us got together and we decided we're going to help her. So we published 2 books for her.
So the book about a hippocampus was written by a peacock?
Yes, Elaine Peacock.
Ah, wow. This gets more and more fascinating the more we talk about it.
But she actually volunteers to read to the blind once a week. So it's just a good way to work together and collaborate. That's a big word. Do you know what that means?
Work together.
Correct. We can work together and bring carousels to life for all ages, children and adults alike.
You go about reading your stories at various places, don't you? Like here, right?
Yeah, like here, like charities, school systems, libraries. I'm part of the PRP program, which means Pick a Reading Partner. And when I go into a school system or a library, the children come in and they pick me as a partner. And that way they get credit, and then I get to read my stories, and we all have a good time.
That's great. You know, that's what I guess that's where the saying comes from. Reading is fundamental.
Exactly.
Well, that belongs. Okay, that saying belongs to Riff.
Very good.
I never met LeVar Burton, but.
That's all right. Well, you've got a pretty pink nose. Is that why everybody loving you so much?
Well,
the Velveteen Rabbit.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, his friend was a rocking horse.
Yes.
That's right. That's one of my favorite stories, the Velveteen Rabbit.
Me too. Very, very special.
Yeah, but that's a very important. Like I said, we need to get carousel stories to be more famous too. You know.
Exactly. Well, we'll do it today.
Do you have any favorite classic carousel stories?
Classic carousels.
Like for example, my favorite was Do You See the Merry-Go-Round Horse by Elizabeth Foster from 1943.
Oh, sure. That's a beauty.
That is really a beauty. You know.
I have that in my library itself.
That's right. It was reprinted a few years ago. You know, I have a hardcover edition of that.
Wow. One day you'll have to show me that, okay?
Yeah, sure. you know. But I'm glad that carousel tours are back in children's libraries, and I keep it going. And you do have a website you can tell anywhere you can go.
Sure.
Right?
Carouselsaremagical.com. My name is Andrea. You can reach me at Andrea@Carousels Are Magical. And my first book is written in Spanish. Do you want to know a secret? Is also Quieres Saber un Secreto. So now I have 3 out of my 10 books published. I have 2 more books from another author, and the project continues. Let's get kids back to reading, opening their hearts to the real world of imagination.
That's right. Okay, folks, so from Coffin Hat Stories too, but here is Andrea here from Carousels Are Magic. Peace. Yeah, keep hopping happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.
Come on the magic roundabout, follow me and you'll be fine. So many friends are waiting for you, just for you, just for you. Magic roundabout.
A dark, starry night in the enchanted garden. But things can go bump in the night. And where is Mr. Rusty off to at so late an hour?
I'll only be gone for 2 nights, Florence. I'm off to visit some friends.
Are you sure you've got everything you need, Mr. Rusty?
Train ticket?
Right here, Dougal. Well,
I hope you have a lovely time catching up with your friends, Mr. Rusty.
oh, yes, thanks, Florence. Bye, Dougal. Look after the magic roundabout for me.
We will! Don't worry about a thing!
Now you've given us a job to do, Florence.
Don't be a grump, Dougal. When was looking after the magic roundabout ever a problem?
This is ridiculous. Mr. Rusty's only been gone a few hours, and we're already back at the magic roundabout making sure it's all right.
We did promise to keep an eye on things, Dougal.
Yes, but not in the middle of the night. Come on, Florence. Standing here in the dark surrounded by squeaky bats and hooting owls isn't my idea of fun.
Sleep well, roundabout horses. See you in the morning.
It's a full-time job looking after the magic roundabout.
Look, Dougal. One of the horses is gone.
What?
Just checking the magic roundabout.
Mr. Rusty asked me to look after the roundabout in his absence.
Like, he asked me too, man.
Well, we've all been asleep on the job. One of the magic roundabout horses has disappeared overnight.
This is disastrous.
Mr. Rusty will be most upset. Maybe there's a horse thief in the district.
A horse thief? Oh, I don't think so, Dougal. There must be another explanation.
One thing's for sure, we've got to find that missing horse before Mr. Rusty gets back. Aha! Footprints! These footprints might lead to the horse thief.
Here, little horsey. Here's a sugar lump for a good little horsey.
Oh, man. This is, like, exhausting.
The horse thief.
Get off! Oh, hi, Florence.
Oh, Dylan.
So much for our detection work. No sign of either the horse thief or the roundabout horse.
Well, we can't waste any more time. We'll just have to make a replacement.
Excellent idea, Florence.
Let's have a competition to see who can make the best roundabout horse.
We can't just leave the magic roundabout. The thief might come back and take another horse. Perhaps a round-the-clock watch on the roundabout would be appropriate. Just what I was about to say, Brian.
I'll take first watch so that you can start making your horses.
I'll replace Florence, then Dylan will do the third watch. Ermintrude will relieve Dylan, then Brian will take the dawn watch.
Right, off you go. You've all got plenty to do.
There's nothing like a pretty dapple cow.
Ah!
Oh, man.
Up a bit. Down a bit. That beats a silly horse statue any day. It doesn't bear the remotest resemblance to a horse, but it is rather an impressive piece of Neolithic rock.
That is so cool, man.
Right, Florence. I'll take over from here.
Oh, thanks, Dougal.
Just let anyone try coming near here while I'm on watch. Huh? What's that? Oh, no! Help! Halt!
Hey, Dougal-Doo, you told me to come and do something in the middle of the night.
Oh, Dylan, you've come to take over my watch.
Oh,
You've got to stay awake, otherwise you might miss the phantom horse thief. Eyes peeled, Dylan.
whatever. Wow, what's with the weird noise? I better go and check it out. Hello, tree.
La 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 la. Dylan!
What's up?
You should be guarding the magic roundabout.
But I heard a horse, neighing.
You probably dreamt it knowing you. Rightio. I'll take over now.
Cool. I'm going home for a serious sleep.
There'll be no shilly-shallying whilst I'm on the job. Oh, my hat. Dylan was right. There is a horse around here. No, my cow's gone. Oh, Brian, I wasn't expecting you so early.
As I am a snail of very slow progress, I gave myself plenty of time to get here.
Well, I'm relieved that you are here, Brian. My cow carving has come to life and galloped off with the phantom horse thief. Oh, Florence, we've had the spookiest night. There were growling tigers, and my cow carving came to life and galloped off.
That cow carving? Maybe it was all a bad dream.
I think not, Florence.
Man, did anyone else get, freaked out by weird noises last night?
You too, Dylan? Zebedee! Have you been mischief making?
Well, I might have played a few little tricks in the night.
Well, really, the cheek of it.
Thanks for the lift, train. I'd never have got these things here without you.
Oh my goodness! Train's gone off to get Mr. Rusty! Quickly, we've got to judge the competition right away.
I've never seen a horse with horns.
It's a lot more impressive than your heap of smelly old bones.
That lump of stone looks as much like a horse as a yo-yo. Oh, have you know, I spent a great deal of time refining that piece, Dougal. Don't know why you bothered.
And what, may I ask, is that?
Can't you see, man? It's a guitar.
This is what I made.
Wow!
It's a superb horse, Florence.
Not bad for a first attempt.
I think everybody has tried their best.
But yours, Florence, is the only one that actually looks like a horse, which is what we need right now.
Hooray! Florence is the winner.
Quick, let's get it on the roundabout.
Thanks, train. Oh, it's so good to be home again.
It's, good to have you back, Mr. Rusty.
You know, I completely forgot to tell you that I took one of the roundabout horses away with me.
What?
Yeah, it was looking a little bit the worse for wear, so I took it to the workshop to be repainted. It's drying out there now.
You took the horse?
Not the phantom horse thief.
We thought it had been stolen, so we made you another one.
Oh, that's wonderful. I've always wanted a spare one so that I could give my hard-working horses an occasional well-earned rest.
We made those too.
Oh, I'd love to keep them all to remind me of my very dear friends who I missed so much whilst I was away.
The mystery of the phantom horse thief is finally resolved. It's time to party!
I wish it was time for bed.
Come on the magic roundabout. Follow me and you'll be fine. So many friends are waiting for you. Just for you, are waiting for you. Just for you, just for you.
Rabbit here at Hempstead Lake State Park in Nassau County, where today they're celebrating about a century of rides aboard this classic antique carousel, hand-carved by Marcus Charles Illians in Coney Island. The carousel had been here at Hempstead Lake since 1937 and was restored and refurbished by Ohio's Carousel Works in 2001. This afternoon, the rides are free as the Long Island State Park Commission encourages area residents to learn about and take pride in their local history. good time. That just would-be in the good old summertime. In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, strolling through the shady woods with your baby mine. The Hempstead Lakes Carousel is one of over a dozen carousels scattered across the New York City metropolitan area. So why not take the time to enjoy a ride on one or more of these classic treasures?